Okay, YouTube, hi, I'm at the entrance to West Mercia Police Headquarters at Hinlip, and I came here 20 years ago and managed to see professional standards when a complaint wasn't being investigated, but that was then and this is now. Over 20 years ago. It says West Mercia Police here, private road, so I started the camera, both the voice recorder in my pocket and the GoPro pinned on my coat. I hope the battery lasts. Right, why I'm here, I'm doing an audit, but my motorbike, my 600cc Yamaha, was stolen last summer. I reported it to the police. Well, just before, over Christmas, I got a letter from the police unit that deals with recovered vehicles, saying they'd recovered it, and if I didn't collect it within a week, it was going to be destroyed, and I would be billed for the fee of destroying it. Phoned them up. Long story short, the police found it about 8 weeks before that, but the cops who found it had not notified, so I'm told, the appropriate department, which is why I wasn't told it had been recovered. Also, I'm out of breath. When that bike was stolen and I reported it to the police, I said to the police specifically, if you find it, do not recover it, because they charge a recovery fee. They employ a recovery company. It's up to a few £100 to get your vehicle back, even if it's smashed up. So I said, let me know if and when you find it anywhere, do your forensics on it or whatever, and I'll collect it in a friend's van. Well, they didn't, so they screwed up there big time. I've complained, got nowhere about this, so I've complained to the IOPCC, but they're like chocolate teapots now, aren't they? Unless the cops murdered somebody, it seems. So they said, oh, we can only ask them to do their job. I said on the letter of complaint that went through the whatever they are, the complaints company, I said I don't want to correspond on the phone because there's no paper trail then. They can say anything, and it's hard to record things if you're out, if not impossible. So I said I ticked the box that said I don't want to do it by phone, and the stupid bastards phoned me. No, they didn't phone me. They sent me a letter saying, can they phone me to discuss the details of it on the phone? And obviously, I'm not going to be doing that. So I've come up here to complain, to find out. It's obviously 2 months on from Christmas, right? I've left it to see if they'd write. They haven't. They've just done F all. And I've phoned the IOPC, whatever they are, the OPC, whatever the flipping name is, again, and they said, well, we can't actually make them do anything. Yeah, we can only ask them to. So again, professional standards, whitewash. But I'm here today to try and get some answers, and whatever happens obviously is going to happen. And they might get really funny with me. One, because I'm COVID exempt, I've got my lanyard round my neck. Two, they may just play up that I've come up here during a lockdown. But this is about my bike. I want to know if they've still got my bike. I want my bike back, whatever remains of it, and apparently it's quite damaged. Right, this is a big place. This is Hinlip Hall here, you can see. Police headquarters. I think that's the main entrance I've just passed. I'm going to ride to the end and go back. I'd look on Google Earth. A lot of it's just massive car parks. There is other buildings, but this is the main old building, Hinlip Hall, which I presume was a stately home. There's the communications mast on the roof. And if they ask if it's recording, I'm going to tell them no. I'm just going to say I got my GoPro on me because I don't fix it to the bike handlebars because it's too shaky, the footage, for my own protection, you know, for road rage. So yeah, it's got my cycle cam phone on. I'm exempt. I can't breathe with one arm because I've got long COVID. Right, I need to speak to somebody, presumably from professional standards. No, I'm not leaving here today till I get to speak to somebody and this gets resolved. My motorbike was stolen last summer. Yeah, you certainly can. Peter Jenner. Pardon? I can't understand you.
It's about your motorbike from last summer.
Yeah.
And no name. You haven't got a name of anyone that's doing it.
I have. I've got paperwork. I've come up here out of desperation because professional standards aren't doing their job properly, and they were involved because the police didn't do their job properly. My motorbike was stolen and recovered by the police, and I wasn't notified until I get this letter saying if I don't collect my bike from the police recovery company within 7 days, it's going to be destroyed and I'll be billed. And I phoned up and they said, sorry about that. The police recovered your bike. This is before Christmas. The police recovered your bike 8 weeks ago, but the officer that should have notified the appropriate departments for you to collect it didn't. So that's why you've had this last chance warning from the vehicle recovery scheme at West Mercia Police. Thanks. I really didn't want to come up here, but it's a last resort. Thanks. Who am I going to be speaking to, do you know?
Helen.
Who is she?
Helen works in PSD.
Sorry, say the last bit again.
Helen works in PSD, the department we've requested.
TSD, did you say?
PSD.
CSD.
P.
I got you that time. PSD.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. When you're 60 years old, your hearing tends to go a bit. That's what's happened to me. And it's a mask as well.
I can't take this off.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm 60 and my hearing isn't what it was.
Jennings, is it?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the. I've got the names of the officers involved. It's in the phone anyway. If you want, you've already got them.
But the problem we've got is all our systems are down.
All your systems
our
are down.
systems are down for the complaints department. All of our having for 2 days, so I can't look into anything in relation to your name or anything at the minute. So I'm going purely on guesswork on what you say at the minute. All right. So
Yeah. Okay.
so what's the issue?
You want the story in short? You don't.
In short, would be perfect.
Yeah, obviously you don't. Do you know about it? You're familiar with it at all?
Not all.
No.
Okay. My motorbike, a 600c Yamaha, which was sawned and on private property. No insurance, obviously, because I've got another motorbike. So, yeah, anyway, it was stolen, like, last spring. And I know joyriders nick them sometimes and dump them. So I reported it to the police, Worcester police. And I said, I know that if and when vehicles are recovered, West Mercia police use a recovery company, and people have been billed because they've gone crying to the newspaper about it, very upset about paying the billing. And I've got a friend with a van, so I said, if you ever find the bike, no matter how bad it is, you know, when you've done your forensics or whatever, I'm specifically telling you, I do not want it recovered. Just tell me wherever it is, and me and a friend, at your discretion, will recover it in the van to save me any costs. They goes, fair enough, we put a note on the system. Right, blah, blah, blah. Heard nothing, and then I get this letter on the 1st of December last year, basically from the vehicle recovery scheme saying your vehicle's been recovered, examination's completed, blah blah, and don't know why we haven't heard from you. If you don't, I'm just paraphrasing because it's like something like if you don't collect it in the next week, it'll be disposed of, and you'll be billed accordingly for the fee of us having to dispose of it. And I thought, what's going on? So I phoned Worcester Police, and I made some folk. I went down Castle Street front counter and I made some calls, and they said, yeah, I spoke to the woman in the. It's not the police. It's the police. Yeah, I've got her name anyway. I've forgotten, but she deals with stolen vehicles, obviously. She said, sorry about that. What's happened is the officer, a PC, somebody, I've got his name on the phone somewhere, who found the bike in Worcester, it was quite damaged. He didn't do what he should have done and notified whoever, so I could be told to pick it up. So it's out. She said the bike was found about 8 weeks ago, so 8 weeks before that letter.
Right.
So obviously he or somebody hadn't done their job properly, and that's why the recovery company is saying, look, last chance saloon, if you don't collect it, if we don't hear anything from you, you know, we'll get rid of it. I said I want my bike back, and whatever state it's in, and I don't see why I should have to pay now at all. And she said, no, she said, I've told the vehicle recovery scheme people to not dispose of it, to keep it. And I'm just telling you what she said. She said, it's not my fault, it's that PC, whoever. I said, okay. I didn't, she goes, you'll be hearing from us. I didn't hear anything. So, look.
Are you recording on
No, I'm not. What it is, I'm on a cycle, and it's a jungle out
I'm just conscious. I've got no issue with recording me talking to you, but I don't want if somebody's talking in the background there, I don't want them to capture.
Now I use that because of road rage.
Fair enough.
And I don't put it on the bike because when it's on the bike, the footage is so shaky.
It's not on you if you're not
you
on the
can't
bike.
get the
No, I
registration
get that.
when
Yeah,
they
I get that.
threaten to kill you or whatever. So anyway, yeah, I involved, that was it. I emailed professional standards and I heard nothing back. I did it all by the book. I had the IT people at the Hive, the library help me. And what I did get is an email from you people, professional standards, saying, we've had like a blank form about a complaint. Now this has happened before, a long time ago. And it's like I spent an hour doing this. And I didn't feel I had a good feeling about it. So I thought, I'm just going to contact the IOPC, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't say it since they've changed it from the drop the P. And it goes through them. So I thought it's got guaranteed to get it. Unfortunately, you know, if it goes through them. I did that, and then I get this. Dear Mr. Jenner, I'm writing to you regarding your recent complaint submission. I'm sorry you feel let down, but I have reviewed your complaint, and I note your preferred method of contact is post. Yeah, I don't want to do anything by phone. One, I'm not good on the phone. Two, I like a paper trail that can be followed up, whether it's electronic or real time. I'm sorry, but you know, it's the way it is. However, if possible, I would like to discuss this with you further on the phone, as this will allow me to gain a better understanding of your complaint. I'm sorry, I just don't buy that. I specifically, because I do not want to discuss it on the phone, for more than one reason, I was very, very clear.
But do you not appreciate though, if they've got questions, the time delay it's going to take, they send you a letter, you respond, when a simple conversation like we're having now could really
I get that, but it ensures, in my opinion, that everything has to go by the book. Put it politely.
Doing things against the book, no one's got any, there's no need to...
Let's not go there. Okay. If this is convenient for you or it isn't, please let me know by responding to this letter. Our contact details at the top of this letter. Well, I tried phoning and I've left messages and I've heard nothing. And
when you've been trying, because basically, because of COVID, everyone's been having to work from home.
Yeah. And
because of tech issues, they can't have the phone line that goes into PSD and go into different people's homes.
Because of security. Yeah. Okay,
so that's why, so that's why there's been nobody at the end of the phone.
Okay. I've tried twice anyway.
Yeah, it's not ideal, I know, but that's why. Everyone's back in the office now.
Yeah.
All right,
so obviously that's the last I've heard.
Yeah.
The 1st of December. And I've been thinking...
What's your reference number on that?
Have a look. I've been thinking, because of COVID and everything, the world's gone mad, I'll get a letter from you people. You know, I'll give you time. Well, I've been getting more and more frustrated thinking, because I didn't get back to you people, it's been dropped. Because I couldn't establish a contact, I mean. So.
Well, no, that's not...
So I decided to come up to do what I can to have closure here on this bike issue. I mean, I've still got the logbook, I've still got the keys.
Are you happy for someone to contact you? Because they're going to need to contact you to speak to you about it.
By email's fine, which I made clear. Yeah, I do email.
Cool. Well, they can do email easy. That's not
but I haven't heard. Yeah, I've heard nothing. I made that clear, and I've heard nothing, which is why I'm here.
Peter, what's your email address, mate?
Okay, it's all lowercase.
Yeah.
It's Canuck, C-A-N-U-C-K.
Yeah.
Which is an abbreviation, American abbreviation for Canadian. 777, the letters.
Yeah.
At outlook.com.
I've got the reference number now.
Okay.
I can't, like I said, can't do anything. I can't look into the status of that complaint in a minute because our system's down. We can't access anything. We are completely grounded at the minute in terms of that. All right.
That must be. That sounds bizarre. Like, I mean, how do you function then?
Well, for today we're not. They're fixing it, but the joys of IT, so we can't look at it. As soon as it's up and running, I'll have a look for it, see what the status is.
Just so I know, who am I speaking to, please?
Mine's Jamie Francis. I'm a DI from the Precious Standards Department.
Okay, and you're?
I'm the supervisor from vetting.
From?
Vetting.
Do you want me to put my name on the paper?
If you can, please, just in case in the future somebody says, well, you went up inland, who did you speak to? You don't know. You know, you can't tell me, sort of thing. Sorry.
That's my name and collar number on there for you at the bottom. All right. I've got your email address. I'll have a look at that as soon as it's back up and running. However, in terms of any claim from, not pay, so not got the bike back, the bike's gone, is that right?
No, that isn't what I said.
I'm just trying to clarify.
Yeah, no, the officer civilian officer, but still a police officer, obviously, who deals with stolen vehicles in Worcester, she said, don't worry, you shouldn't have had that letter from the recovery, obviously, you weren't notified, and we should have told you that you can collect with it. Don't worry, she says, I've just now, before you phoned me, I've told the recovery company to keep it indefinitely, not to dispose of it.
So bike's not being
You want it
disposed.
back.
Bike's not being disposed. Bike is still there.
That's the last I heard.
Okay, okay.
But I'm thinking he knows now.
So what we're trying to deal with then is basically the recovery costs and the storage costs is what you're looking at.
Yeah, I don't want to. I'm not going to pay him. I just want my bike back. Whatever's left of it, I can get a van. And if the bike's gone, well, that's not good. But we'll talk further about that if that's happened. Hopefully it hasn't. Because that bike, you know, I don't know what state. They said it's in a bit of a state, but it was a 500 quid bike, and I'd spent about 500 on it, so it owes me £1,000. It's a good bike.
No, fair enough. Like I said, all I can go on is what you've told me, and until I can look at the system and see what exactly happened in the past, I can't do any more today.
Okay.
All right. I will, as soon as the system's back up, I'll have a look for you, and I'll chuck you an email and update you, and you'll have my email address and everything. Like I said, you've got my name, if there's any issues and stuff on there. All right. And we'll see what we can sort out. But in terms of the costs and things, there is that agreement in place around the insurance company, that sort of stuff, around the recovery. So
I'm not insured, but it shouldn't make any difference. Obviously, the insurance had lapsed. It was off the road.
there is, and I appreciate, in terms of the forensic side of things, we don't examine vehicles where they're found. They're recovered and examined at the garage.
Yeah, I get
So,
that.
so that explains the rationale for recovery.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm just trying to explain that.
Yeah, oh, okay. That's interesting. Right.
Yeah, so, because obviously forensics guys don't work 24 hours, so the bike's found in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
They've got other jobs. They won't go out to a motorbike and examine it there. Gets recovered by the recovery agent, and they'll do that after the recovery
Okay.
garage itself. So, all right.
Okay, so I'm just a bit confused. So you're not professional standards,
I am professional.
and you are. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
We just work in different teams for
Yeah.
this.
My hearing's not good. At 60 years old, so with the masks on.
It doesn't help with the mask, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I'll see if I can have a look for you. I'll ping you one of the guys to email you. All
All right. Thanks a lot. Cheers.
right. Cheers.
Well, it's still running now. What I'll do, hopefully the battery won't go. I had 53 minutes cam time. I'll have a right hand outside, try and show you what I can. If the battery goes, it goes.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Oh, my. Oh, nice church there. I saw it on Google Earth, but I didn't realise it was that close to the building. I'll have a look at that church. That comms mast there, it can be seen from miles away. And it done have to chuck out some well, stuff that interferes with other bands, ham bands as well sometimes. Can hear sounds like an angry Alsatian barking. Could well get pulled here, couldn't I, for riding round? You know. the old terrorism thing. Tell you what, that's the police dogs. Well, this is obviously, I guess, another entrance exit. Alright, I'm turning round.
Sorry?
I'm turning round, I won't go in any further. Obviously I weren't going to go into the dog kennels, but I'd have probably gone right up to the entrance. Let's go and have a look at that church. I'll go this way, then I'll go. I'm getting out of here. I don't like the place. No, I'm not scared, I just don't like it. Numerous small buildings added on round. Well, that's not small, it's like a massive warehouse. Yeah. So this is police headquarters for the whole of West Mercia, the main headquarters. West Mercia covers a huge area, force area, as far as Shropshire, up to Shrewsbury, and down to the border of Gloucester or something, and as far as the outskirts of Birmingham to I think the Welsh border, yeah, east. I'm surprised that guy then looked like the cop in that car. Asked me what I was. I'm surprised he didn't, you know, do the number on me like I see on auditors on YouTube. Yeah, I'll go in. There's nothing else here. There's a pond with lots of daffodils out. Tell you what, I'll be cheeky and have a ride round there. Training school. I bet they don't have too many chavs riding around here on push bikes. And that's probably what they think of me when they see me chav. Gardens here. There's the church. Wonder if it's open. I hope so, because I'll go in. Have a look. Old manor house there. Oh, looks like it might be open. Church open. Shut me back.